Morning, folks. Excuse me. It's 4:49 a.m. Saturday, April 8th, 2017. Bada boom, bada bang. I got a piece of garbage inside me I need to clean out. This will take a couple seconds. I'll be right back. Garbage. I'm talking about spirit anyway. There's things that are made up to scare you, to control you, either by stuffs in your government. Sometimes parents tell them fairy tales that are scary. Fairies are real. Those tales are not. But it's also done on the other side. Anyway, be right back. Alrighty then. 450, 449, 944. Elder and very strong fortitude. 450, completion or complete. 5 is physical movement. 4 was fortitude. Numerology will usually, especially when you're shown a number or time, there's information in there for it. Information is communicating. That's not what this. Well, excuse me. Everything I talk about is relative to everything else I talk about. Because it's about everything that's out there. It's about everything that has an effect on you. Or parts of you. It's kind of frustrating sometimes, the things that I see. It's only frustrating because I need not to be here, and yet here I am, stuck for a while. I have some things that are demanding my attention. If I'm, in one way, it's more important for me to be out here. In another way, it's important for me to take care of this before I go. There's problems everywhere, but there's problems that get made up. Excuse me. Try not to wake up Deanna. It's early. Everyone has different sleep cycles. Mine are nutty. They just change all the time. What I am, just like yourselves, what I am won't fit in this body. But with everyone, what's laying outside is mostly dormant because of what I am, because of what's inside this body. It's too big and too strong to just lay dormant. Most of it is out there laid back waiting. But it's multifunctional too. There's problems with being really large, strong energy. I got something hitting me right now in my head, right here, attacking me. It's crazy. This is what I go through all day, every day. And at night, when I go to sleep, usually what I actually am protects this physical body. The body shuts down and tells everything, okay, boom, that's it. You don't get any more. You don't get to harass them. As spirit, am I abusive or something to myself? It would appear so, but no, I'm not. What I am inside actually kills other spirit. Sounds like a big thing for someone to say, only if you're not awake. Excuse me. The strongest part of you, like you've heard me say 100 times, is a part that when you're put in your body, the strongest, but the strongest part of you is what's wedged into that body. The rest of you flows out through your crown, through a filter, just like an emotional filter. Then it goes out, it's hanging around outside of you. Lots of times, most of that is hanging out on the second side, in the second dimension, on the other side. They just won't stop. All the crap people talk about that they say is real, it's bullshit. Excuse me, that other people are talking about, that they talk about to bring attention to themselves. I want just a second. Okay. There's different places where the spirit hangs out. Where your God used to live, M3 star cluster. After it was taken out, there's other stuff that wants to play God, and that's where they get together. They make up their mind. That's where they're going to run everything. There's a lot of spirit, a ton of spirit, that source, that's never had a life. And it's literally still trying to be the new God. We're the new Mother, Father, God. And they understand nothing other than what they want for themselves. The original first being was like that. What you call God was the most selfish, disgusting thing in the world as far as that goes. What happened to it is because it was the first being ever produced, so it had problems. But 27.5% of its frequencies were very low-end frequencies, what we would call negative. Really, to be negative, something has to be below zero, which is, that's not the case. The case is the lower end frequencies. We say negativity, it's easier for us to understand. It's amazing that this is about artificial intelligence, isn't it? There's a certain amount of background you need to have first. There is stuff that has to be dealt with that is a problem, but when there isn't, it needs to be known as such. The stronger you get, the more of yourself you become, the more of this you find out for yourself. But someone has to tell you that someone is me. Other people, I was attacked by artificial intelligence. They'll be attacked by spirit and they'll think it's whatever it is. Demons. My ex-brother-in-law. Voodoo's coming after me. Woo! No, none of this stuff can do that. The only thing that can attack you is spirit on the other side. Just the only thing that can physically heal you is spirit on the other side. Spirit on the other side might go, take your arm and heal the wound, and you go, I heal the wound, and then the wound closed, and what's happened? Oh, I'm a healer, I did it. No, it was spirit on the other side. If things can simply be let to be what they are, your life just got a whole lot easier. Understanding how you feel, using your heart and understanding what the whole of you is feeling is powerful. It's funny, I'm saying this, and I'm just catching my attention. Boy, this stuff is beautiful. Anyway, one of these. I just love this stuff. Anyway, talking about understanding. And I got to break up a whole lot more stars tonight. Okay, these are different sized chunks of selenite that I'm putting in these spheres. There's only so much room in these spheres, but stone energy, stuff that helps you. This is a piece of beautiful, beautiful rhodonite. Okay, very small. The black, the material that's black in there, don't know the actual chemical name we've given it or material name, whatever. It's heart strength. It's got that power in there, that strength. It's strong. It almost leans towards Black Panther type energy. And then the pink in there, that's beautiful compassion coming out. This gives the heart strength, but it lets the compassion flow. It is incredible compassionate strength. That's the beauty of high quality rhodonite. AA and AAA citrine. AA is really nice too. This stuff is beautiful. It helps you focus. It's very good at cleaning. Anytime you put citrine in you, it's cleaning and focusing. Okay. Celestite. That has to do with the hypothalamus. Every metaphysical ability you have goes through the hypothalamus gland and that region, that immediate region. Okay. So when you put the three of them together, you have the hypothalamus gland that is cranking up, the celestite is cranking up the hypothalamus gland, helping you understand. The rhodonite is helping a heart energy flow, but making it strong and keeping your compassion going, so it keeps everything flowing. And then citrine cleans up and helps you condense and focus that energy. Those three things together are very strong. You want to understand what you're feeling in your heart, put that in there. As a matter of fact, you can get some Amazonite to put with that. Amazonite is high vibration. That's some raw Amazonite, very high quality. The Amazonite is high vibration, goes through your whole brain, including the hypothalamus. It goes through the brain, the body, everything. And it helps take away unwanted frequencies. A lot of people put it near the computer. If you remember that stone energy is real, but it's like taking vitamins. You take some vitamins, it's good, it makes you healthy, it helps you go, but it doesn't turn you into Superman, okay? But it does help, you can feel it. When I'm sick and I need to take some vitamins, I used to take them all the time, but my body's not like that anymore. Anyway, I could feel it. I take them, and about maybe 20 minutes later, quickly, I'd start feeling it, the energy come in. But with stone energy, you touch it like this with the fingertips of two hands, and you can feel it right away. More and more people are becoming aware of this because it's time. There's been a knowledge of this out through the years, but now it's time for it to come in the mainstream and to be more understood. Excuse me. It's like that magical Kundalini. It only rises. The Kundalini is an expression of the two different parts of there's a reason why we're doing this for artificial intelligence. What they call the Kundalini, the two different spirits that are in the body. There's the spirit that came from the planet, that originally came from the planet, but once it released, it's never been back in there. It's part of Gaia's energy, but it was released and had a life of its own. It's a total different entity now. And that's in your body plus you, okay? So, there's only one thing that can pull it out of you, and that's going to happen from the other side. People say they can do that. They're all full of shit. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. That's what's inside the body. The DNA in your body has encoded memories, has encoded information. It's almost like an old PROM, programmable read-only memory. I'm no computer whiz kid, but I was a automotive. I don't like using the word master, automotive technician. That was just the title. If you have a master, you have a slave. So the whole thought process for that word to me sucks. Excuse me. Anyway, I've been a slave more than anyone else. I know what I'm talking about. I put out one video describing what it's like to be on a slave ship coming over here. Jay's got a big imagination. Well, imagination is your ability to create image, and yes, I do. I remember the feelings, the anger, the helplessness, how sick everyone was after we were drugged and then dragged onto a Dutch ship and then run across the Atlantic Ocean to Virginia, something or other, Bay Harbor. It was Virginia Beach. Went around something, and we were in there. We were all nervous as hell, didn't know what was going to happen, but I was so beat up by that time that they couldn't even sell me. I was big, strong, huge. They beat the hell out of me so hard because I gave them shit. Imagine that, huh? Then they, they'd whip me the whole way over, and my back got infected. When we left South Africa, mid-South Africa, as far as looking at the continent, on the west, near the west coast. But we left there's this much water in the bottom of the boat. By the time we got there, it was like about like this, depending on where you're standing in the boat. Water gets in there after a while, but we had the whole tribe down there, and you think they let us up there to go to the bathroom? You have no idea what it's like. Well, I wouldn't want to remember something like that. I want my life to be fluffy puffy. Well, give up on the fluffy puffy. That ain't happening, okay? Enjoy the good times. Oh, by all means, and create all of it, all that happiness that you can. But you're in a life to learn, to become stronger and everything. But it was, the format for creation was so bent on abuse. Arrogant abuse. And that's all changing, but it's not, the format isn't set yet. So we're stuck in a situation of chaos where the big guys have been taken out on the other side, and you have a bunch of idiots running around, little teeny, it's like you get rid of the cloud, and there's these little teeny raindrops that are out there bugging you. But it's like if you thought of them like acid, an acid cloud, and they're clowns, all right. One little drop hits your skin, it can burn. That doesn't happen to you, but they can touch you with their energy and literally touch your head, make you do stupid stuff. Excuse me. They're disgusting. They've never had a life. They don't understand. All they understand is the brute arrogance and abusive thought process that they've seen throughout creation, how it was run by the original first being, what everybody calls God, that's dead anyway. Excuse me, that's the only format there's ever been, and creation's really old. So they think it's their turn, they're all excited, so that's what's going on. It looks like it's going to take me near the end of the year to get something done I have to do. There's good stuff happening already in big ways everywhere. Our friends from space starting to come, that they've been here, but they're starting to come in. You're starting to see more of their deeds. The Drak attacked a the primary Draco outpost. Actually, it wasn't a planet. It was like a rock, like this Nibiru thing. The planet that's coming to attack, for peace sake. It'll never hit us. It's like a huge moon. Excuse me, flying around out there. Anyway, it's amazing what's out there. But they attacked it and actually destroyed part of it. They hit it so hard. But it literally burnt everything that was there, just pretty much disintegrated it. But the energy involved is so intense that scientists and NASA and other scientists freaked out. It's like, excuse me, out of nowhere, all of a sudden there's this huge blast. There wasn't a star, and then all of a sudden it was like a star was created and burned out, blew up, but burned out with this light energy. They said it was very intense. It lasted too long, but it was gone, come and gone. That's what it was. The stronger you become, the more stuff you can find out for yourself. The field, the source field. It's a weird name. I mean, it fits. It's just weird that would come up like that when they started talking about it. I know Greg Braden, Bruce Lipton have been talking about it for a while. It goes through you. It permeates through everything, okay? And in the frequencies, the understanding, the knowledge, plus the ability to access your own understanding of different events that have happened, some basic knowledge of what's going on, it all goes through there. 1 second, please. Well, today's busy. And she just said because you were more relaxed. And I'm like, well, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Or not sorry. Can't stand that word. I say it from time to time, but excuse me would be more apropos. Anyway, the reason why I wanted to spend all this time talking about this is for you to understand a little bit about spirit. Damn it. The two different energies that are in your body, the two different spirits that are in your body, the way your DNA has memories in it, and it has a basic program format that goes through your body that you utilize for basic body functions, but you have the two different spirits in there trying to run the same body, so you work together for the most part, but then sometimes you reach a point of strong indecision. That's all that's going on. The new lives you're going to have are just going to have a single spirit in it. The core of energy, it's not a dual spirit core or a kundalini, it's a single. The kundalini, they talk about the two snakes. Well, each snake represents different spirit. You can't come together and become one, but you work together as one, almost like two snakes intertwined. As I tell you what I see, what I know, what I'm aware of, what's out there, what's real, there's already some stuff here that backs that up. But until you can access that yourself through your own abilities, reaching out, you'll never fully understand it. Most of what I tell you is nowhere, period. It was kept from you for a reason. All of you were always in a situation where you're locked up to be controlled. You're locked up in your body to be controlled. Damn. That's a big gulp of coffee. Anyway, so let's get down to the core of what we're talking about. AI, artificial intelligence. I made a goofy video about it yesterday, but I also knew I'd be making it this morning, getting up early. When I first started waking up, before I spent so much time fighting that original first being male and female, and there were two other very large sets of complete source spirit minus the lower frequencies. But after fighting the original first being male and female, right when I was first waking up, and it was nothing, I wasn't a hint of what I am now, as far as my spirit, my abilities, my understanding, my power level. It's mutated twice. Well, I've been stuck in this flesh prison anyway, for good reason, but it's time I got to get out of here anyway. They were the ones who ran all the lives. They were very smart, as far as how to be manipulative, how to be very good in means of abuse and control of these bodies. They've manipulated these bodies to become perfect prisons in their minds. And they're prisons, all right, big time. It's like a car you get put in, they weld the door shut, and you have to just keep driving until it stops. But there's pain all over the place. Anyway, excuse me. So, when I first started doing this, before the fighting got so serious, I was just myself. The power of my clarity and everything else, I'm not knocking myself for where I'm at right now whatsoever. I'm so much stronger. I just blow through things. I see things by using the feel, but I used to just see it through my brain. And excuse me. And one thing I noticed one time right away, I didn't go looking for it. A friend of mine asked me. He goes, "Jay, you think robots will ever have a soul?" And I saw that, and I went right into it, and I said, "Crap." I started looking at what's going on, what's out there. Saw it immediately, and I said, "I can't talk about anything about that yet." But I had a real good feeling that before I left, I was going to need to. And as perturbed as I am at my own spirit outside of my body, I know to trust it. Folks, there's like nothing, next to nothing that can kill spirit, okay? And the strongest part of you in me is what's inside, locked inside a body. And then, even though I'm stuck in this damn body, it's still my job to keep getting rid of this trash. That's why that part of me keeps bringing it to me. And I have to keep getting rid of it. I'm tired of it. I won't stop, but I'm tired. I mean, can you imagine if you had to do that? You know, I don't expect anyone to believe this. Of course, there's people that know. There's people that can see it. But, you know, mass populace. Excuse me, I don't expect people to believe that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean I don't have to do it, because I do it all day long. Point blank, I've been allowed to be hammered more than normal. My own spirit can keep the stuff away from me. It's no problem what's just outside of me. But it doesn't. It brings it in. And I asked it a long time ago. I said, "What the hell are you doing?" And I thought I'd go give it. I did. I gave it a hard jolt of energy, like a slap in the face. and said, hey, that's your job, it's your decision. You're the one that makes that decision. You're the one that has to do that. So usually that's the case, unless there's been a couple of times I've just got hammered out of nowhere, especially when I was sleeping, and it overrode that thought process and just killed it. Anyway, that's how I see things, know things. I'm almost never on the internet. I render these videos and then I post them, and then when I go to YouTube to post it, and sometimes if there's something that my own self outside of me wants to show me, then I go ahead and look at it. Sometimes it'll actually throw something up nice. But I don't have time for that. I've got a lot I have to do. The sooner I get everything done, I need to be ready to leave when I can. And it's not too much longer. Anyway, so this AI thing, are there beings that are artificial intelligence? There are androids that these folks that are coming here, they've had ships for millions, actually trillions of years. They've been flying around. Can they build some serious, what we would think of as an android? Oh, hell yes. Have they for a very long time been doing this? Oh, hell yes. There is nada, neat. There is no group of androids bent on destruction and killing everything that exist on their own to replicate and come at us and kill us. Makes for a great TV show. Why? It can produce fear. Sometimes people love fear. They love to be scared. Now, an android is usually just an android. Excuse me. But there was an incredible command decision made on the other side, as androids have become, as some people could produce androids that were so intricate. They have pressure sensors where they can feel pressure building up over here, over there, and understanding of their own physical capacity, where they wouldn't overexert themselves to hurt themselves. There's so much. These androids are so much like us. And their thought process is so much faster. They really function well. Well enough to the point where there are some that have had spirit put inside them from the other side. The spirit, like a soul or essence or source, that doesn't have any form, it's energy. It can be split off by something that was created in the first dimension, but it cannot be created by a machine. Period. No one has to believe that. It doesn't matter. It's a fact. Where'd y'all come from? What's going on with that stuff? Creation is beginning your origin. That's the first book I wrote. Small. I think they say it's like 134 pages, but they include all those Roman numerals and stuff the publishers do. That's where you all came from. That's where the first being, how it was created. That's how spirit was broken off. Saw these lies about There's a net, a soul net that the Anunnaki have and artificial intelligence has, where they're capturing souls so you can't go to heaven. How do people come up with this crap? Damn. Too much Stephen King, whatever. Steven Spielberg's okay. Stephen King, boy, that guy's like reptilian through the hilt. Reptilian is not a bad thing, but when you have extremely low frequencies or negative, highly negative spirit, 37% negative, and that's strong, aggressive from the reptilian DNA. That's why his stuff is so twisted. There's still controls in your life that screw you up, but not like they used to be. But anyway, back to the AI thing. With these, for lack of the proper term, I'm just using androids. They have spirit put in them, not two of them, it's just one. It's just the individual spirit got put in there, nothing that came from a planet. And they're thought of as defective. They're mistreated. They're disassembled and torn apart when they're found, for the most part. Some people are helping them. Cool people, not assholes. The whole physical body thing is being taken away. Things are about to change abruptly. But you see, if you had a machine and you could lock a spirit up inside a machine, which it's all done through spirit, which the original first being females, when they had most of the control over that, but the male, of course, in there with it too. The male is doing other stuff. That's his job, like being in the field and all. If they could produce a situation where the machine gets beat up, torn down, but yet the body lasts a whole lot longer, wow, think of all the abuse you could give something. How far would it go before it went crazy and ripped itself apart? Where's the deathbed for that? You know, that limit where the spirit would come out of the machine. So they started messing around with that. That's going to be fixed. But in the meantime, they're beautiful beings. Souls, people that are in there. Of course, some of them put a little nasty stuff in there too. Help it grow. Some extreme lower frequencies or high negativity souls. The abuse that has been part of your daily life, no matter what planet you're on, but Earth, hey, this is a hard-hitting place, man. Well, it's so bad. That's crimes against the Creator. That's why both male and female parts of it are dead. So anyway, sometimes an intelligent race will take a group of androids. I don't like that name, but I don't have the correct one, and I'm not going to go looking for it. Names are too much of a pain in the butt for me. They'll send a bunch of them down to a planet and tear hell, raise hell. They use them as war machines. It's an incredible fear concept here on this planet. Oh, by the way, these folks, these androids I'm talking about, for the mass part of them, they're 3/4 away. From where we're located on Earth, in comparison to the size of the universe, they're about 2/3. From here to the end of the universe, the farthest end of it, they're 2/3 or that distance away, which is crazy, okay? So everything they're talking about, this AI stuff, oh, he's attacked by AI, and this AI they're coming. No. No. That's bullcrap. Some people literally have spirit touch their head when they go, and it's just spirit, especially now spirit doesn't know what it's doing. So when it hits your head, it hits you kind of hard, trying to get something done. And these people, oh, I'm being attacked. It's artificial intelligence. No, it's spirit. From outside your body. They're all running around freaking out. One of them, I tried to help him. He wouldn't use what I gave him, so I took it back. Or artificial intelligence. And he said some, I don't know, he just says stupid stuff. And all I'm trying to do is help everyone see things for themselves. I'll tell you what's out there, and then almost no one can see that yet, but you're going to grow into it. I've also been saying for years that the next 100 years is paramount. That's what it's about. This goes on and on and on. People wake up 100 years from now, 40% of this planet's going to be awake. Meaning aware, self-aware. Most planets out there, like I've said a bunch of times, about 6 years old. Relative to our life, when they're about 6 years old, they're already learning all about the metaphysical abilities, using them, developing them. It's like us running around just using one arm instead of two. It's the one arm would be overdeveloped, the other one under. Well, that arm that's underdeveloped, that's our metaphysical abilities. Strong, oh yeah. Strife will make you stronger, but abuse creates too much of an issue. It creates abuse frequencies. That hurts you. And it hurts all creation. That's why everything came to war. It's funny. Anyway, I guess you can call a computer artificial intelligence. People are just starting to feel spirit bothering them a little bit. Excuse me, and they think they're being attacked. Now, hey, you got the government screwing with you, shooting people with these little guns, put these little, I call them torpedoes. They're teeny, weird-looking little things they shoot in you. It's more like a generic plastic, weird kind of composition. Goes inside you and falls apart, starts falling apart. Sometimes it's like a plastic base that can dissolve. Can give you heart attacks and health issues and all. It's Max Spears got shot with that in the foot, outside of the left ankle, when he was on the stage by a younger kid that was in the audience. So, anyway, the guy worked for one of the U.S. governments. U.S. had FBI and CIA over there, watching them. Anyway. What's caused all this crap is gone now. So we're still going through a cleaning process, but it will settle down before too long. It's starting to settle down now on the other side. Which runs this side? That's where you live, out of your body. This body isn't yours. I shouldn't have said that. That was an incorrect statement. When you're not stuck in a body and you're your normal self, your normal body is literally your energy floating around. There's temples on the other side in heaven. No, it's nothing. It is some heavy particulate matter floating around, but there's fields of energy. Every time I go to something, fight it, grab it, kill it. It's an energy field. I can discern who it is by reading the different energies that are the different frequencies within it. When you die, how do people know? How do you know your friends and everything? Well, you see each other. You see the composition of your different frequencies. You have these frequencies, not those different intensities of them. That's how we know each other. Well, we're not smart enough to do that. Not when you're in the body. Well, you can, I can, but you can do that through the body. But it's not until you're awake and aware. You can't. But once you start waking up, you can see them through your head, and you feel them. You know they're different. Now you can't understand all the frequencies, but you can tell this is Bob, this is Carol, this is Susie, this is Ted. I mean, whatever. I mean, just throwing names out there, okay? You can do that, but you can't see it the same way as when you're out of a body. You see it completely. But through a body, you can still look at someone here, look at someone there, even in and out of time, and say, no, that's someone else. Because I can literally look at this other person I saw a month ago and look at this person I'm looking at now, or I saw a week ago, and I can tell they're different. You can't see all the different frequencies and relate to the percentages that are different, even though you can. It's like if you see the person, you can't see them clearly, but you can see a better, more than an outline of their face. So you say, no, it's different people. And that's good. I mean, don't you at least want to do that? That's how you find your own truth, is waking up. Like I said, the next 100 years, everyone's going to be waking up. Well, not everybody, 40%. But I mean, all of you that want to wake up are going to wake up. Well, anyway, before I go, when you're feeling these spheres, you just pop this over here, and you put your hands, you get near it, get real slow when you go up on it, just relax, and then relax, and relax. You feel a little pressure, a little heat, a little tingling in your fingers. You take a deep breath like that, that's your heart energy kicking up. Just relax and hold your hands there. Let it go in and work on you. I'm building the spheres different than I used to. I used to build them for a real hard hit, which worked just fine. There's not a darn thing wrong with those earlier spheres. But I've taken away some of the impact where they're smoother working on you. Okay? Those of you that have some of my earlier spheres, you can feel that hard hit. Now they're strong. You're used to energy, you'll understand. But sit there with it a little bit longer and let it go into you. Okay? You can take different stones and mix them together. Here. A lot of you can really feel stone energy. I want to show you something. Just reach out for a minute. Touch this selenite. Just feel it. And if you want, just pause the video for a minute, feel it, and then go back. Okay, it has a certain vibration. Okay, now, take celestite. Put the celestite up against it. Now feel it. If you want, pause it. Just look at it. Pause it, look at it, and take your time. Let it come to you. And really what you're doing is going to it, but let the understanding of the feeling of what you're feeling come to you. The stone energy is not going to go far. It can only go inches or feet. You go through time, you go through space, and you touch it yourself. So, and if you don't try, why? All right, well, if you now again, you take the celestite off and just feel the selenite. By doing that, you'll understand there's a change in frequencies. Selenite is very strong. High vibration moves through the body. Selenite really works the hypothalamus region. It helps develop with understanding, especially with the heart. Really helps energy move around. So I'm combining different stones in order to get a little more flow through your body. They're more expensive. They have to be. These stones cost a lot of money. I can't afford to go out and buy 1,000 pounds of something. Those stick selenite, I made a huge purchase for that and bought 80 pounds of it. But it's dwindling down. Stone energy helps. For those spheres, folks, that energy, and everything's, I crank it up personally. Being around me, I've walked in the metaphysical shops before, and they get the people that they're readers, they're psychics. Excuse me, talk about a false word, psychic. Everyone has metaphysical abilities. Metaphysical practitioner is the only proper term for that as far as that goes. The word psychic that's more relative to psycho. I have psychic powers. Everyone has abilities. It's part of you. You're not special or better than someone. You're learning how to use your abilities like everyone else. But no one's ever understood, so a lot of people thought it was a psychic ability. I'm special. Everyone's special, but no one's better than anyone else. I was born on this planet, but I understand things relative to energy much better than folks here because of what I am. But our friends from other planets and stuff, these are real old races. They have equipment that reads it. Like monitors actually show your energy. And then next to it, it has a history of different bodies you've been in, different lives you've had, and where they were located. I mean, but anyway, this artificial intelligence, folks, blow it off. There's either somebody behind an android running it, or you have some that have become sentient, and they're actually a lot of them actually go into hiding. So that would be disassembled. So, and they're 2/3 of the way to the end of the galaxy. So, to the end of the universe. Galaxy, it's not even a step. So anyway, don't listen to that crap. The most important person you can listen to is yourself. By relaxing, calming yourself down, take nice full breaths, and then when you exhale, just let yourself go. Let everything fall out. Damn, everything's these bills and shit that drive me crazy. Release it. My kids, man, I need to do this. I need to do that. There's only so much you can do right now. Stop. Let it go. You're going to have to go back to it in a minute, but take a short vacation. Relax. Let it go. And then take another full breath, and as you exhale, just sink down into yourself and flow out at the same time. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to lose your body. You can't. You're stuck in there. But you can relax your energy, your spirit, with its energy enough to where some of it can flow, more of it can flow out of your body. That helps you relax. And that's how you access the field that's around you that has all the information in it you could want. Every cure for any disease anywhere. I mean, the information that's in the field waiting for you, what they call the Akashic Records, it's just free information. There's no library card. Things going to change. They already have, but the only way for you to see the massive change that's happened already is you'd have to be, that your body has to die, you'd have to come out, then you go home on the other side, and then you say, holy crap. You'd see chaos, but you'd see almost all the energy that used to be hanging around out there gone, because it was those great big first being. The first being, male and female, and the other two huge parts of the source. The other two sets of source beings. That came from the original first being. So anyway, you're going to do what you want, and I think as long as you're not hurting anyone else, you should. But it wouldn't hurt to have that thought process in the back of your head. Listen to them when they talk their crap. Yes. Artificial intelligence attacks us. Yes. Do I see the applause? Yeah. Wow. Or yes, artificial intelligence attacks us. Yes. It's very, very. No, actually, they're high-tech tools. These androids, whatever they're called, they're so intelligent, they're so well built by the ancient races. It's incredible what they can do. But some of them have had spirit put in them. There's a good number of them, but it's not a high percentage. So anyway, and they're way out of here. It would take them so long, to get here, and they can't. Had someone peeking around the corner. Some stuff behind the camera staring at me. Little fake eyes, like that. Anyway, the idea is for all of you to get as strong as you can. To become as much of yourself as you can. It's important for the third dimension to be aware of what really exists on the other side. That there was a problem, it's gone. And that they have more reason now than they've ever had at any time in any life to become who they are, because now they're more able to. Oh well. Folks, love you, man. Have a good one.